This is how you use BlowDry Brass. Now the only parts you need are the jar and the ramrod. Now the spare parts to the kit are underneath the jar, underneath this red plunger, which keeps the spare parts from flying out when you're getting to the jar. Now after you get done playing each day, you're going to dry out your mouthpiece by putting the ramrod into the throat end or the cup end, and also drying out the shank end. Now if you have a clean mouthpiece and once you play on it every day, if you keep it dry, it actually stays quite clean. Now inside the jar is a loaded or drenched foam bit. Blow it through, and it's 91% isopropyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol. You want to put all of that, as much as that, back into the jar for later use as possible, and the alcohol simply really expands the foam. You can see how much larger it is than on the dry bit. You pinch and roll the loaded bit into the receiver and then move it past the receiver with the ramrod. So each day at the end of your last time playing, you want to dry out all of your mouthpieces that you've played on. I'm putting it through the throat, removing the mouthpiece before putting it away, and then drying out the shank. And you'll take the loaded foam bit, and I use a little cotton ball at the bottom of a container to put the wastewater in. And I only have enough rubbing alcohol in the jar so it doesn't spill too much, so I can pull the bit out and put all the alcohol back into the jar for later use. You pinch and roll, put the foam bit into the receiver, and then I move all the slides to the stops or hold them in place and put all the valves down and blow it through first. That makes the bit go through the entire length of the tubing of the horn. I do that one more time with all the valves depressed. And again, putting the wastewater not back in the loaded jar but into your waste container. Now after 2 times through, the rubbing alcohol is already evaporating off and the bit is shrinking. So to re-swell this bit so it really absorbs for the last time through, I re-swell it in the alcohol. For the last time through, I leave the valves all open, which hits a couple of areas in piston ports to finish the drying process. And then you put the bit back into the container, and you're pretty much done for the day.